Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is a digital asset space. What's going on? Happy, I don't know, what is it, Thursday? Happy Thursday to you. Hopefully this live stream is working. It's working well. It's a late night stream. A late night stream for sure, but I hope this is working the way that it should be working. Man, there is so much going on in the digital asset space right now. Wow, like crazy. So much stuff going on, guys. I don't even know where to begin. Oh, what we got going on here? Like, it's crazy the stuff that's going on in the space right now. What's going on, Legendary? Corey Anderson is in the building. Corey Anderson is in the building. Yeah, I got to tell you, it's so much stuff going on today. Like, wow. And by the way, is anybody here in the stream a ZAP holder? A holder of ZAP, ZAP? Whoa. I hear that, machine. I hear that, bro. Is anybody a holder? Man, congratulations. If you're a holder, if you are a hodler of ZAP, congratulations. Wow, that is unbelievable. Hey, Andrea, how are you? Good to see you, miss. I've come back to learn from you smart people. I appreciate you being here. Rasheen B. Wealth is going to get some more of that, the greatest digital asset ever created, huh? I just got to tell you, it's just so, I have like 40 tabs open. So much stuff to cover. I mean, holy wow. What is Grayscale doing? Like, what is I looked up an SEC reporting company. What is that about? Why are they going there? What are they doing there? I found that to be very, very interesting. We're going to go over that as well. Absolutely, Dan. I was just responding to your comment on one of my videos, bro. Good to see you, Dan. Trey Hauser's in the building. What's up, Trey? Yeah, I mean, what is going on with that? I mean, there's so much good stuff going on right now. It is absolutely amazing. The digital asset space is moving forward. Grayscale, I mean, what in the world? They just essentially doubled up their XRP holdings. Now they're talking about turning these different trusts, these various trusts, into reporting companies. SEC reporting companies. Hey, Siobhan, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. Oh, nice. Very nice. Congratulations, Siobhan. Siobhan said, what's up, Siege? Just transfer some assets into the Celsius network platform app, the Celsius app early today, thanks to you. Can't wait to start collecting some interest. Well, congratulations. Good for you, miss. Absolutely. Excited for you. Yeah, you'll get those reports on Monday. Every single Monday, straight to your email, you get the word. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Good for you. Acting and thinking like the wealthy do. First of all, saving, hodling the asset. Second of all, earning some interest on your asset. And, and who knows, you may even look to take advantage of their other part of their platform, which is leveraging your assets. Who knows, right? In time, right? Well, congratulations. Good for you. TJ Jackson is in the building. Absolutely. I was going to put my headphones in, but I just got to tell you, I don't know. Put them headphones in the laptop just kind of gets crazy. Celsius is number one. TJ Jackson is here. What's up, TJ? Bruh, XRP is in the building. What's up, bruh? Kathy Parsons is here. Kathy Parsons perspective. I like that. Good to see you, Kathy. Well, so we're going to go over that, but goodness gracious, I don't even know where to even start with all of this news. First of all, China's major state bank starts internal testing of digital wallet application. So the major, right? That's something as well. I mean, there's so many things going on. The current administration, I don't know. crazy. So here's the word on Linqto. We talked about Linqto earlier. Saw on Twitter, was it Mr. XRP who put it out, I believe? We are currently sold out of Ripple, Coinbase, and Robinhood on Linqto. I guess you can still get some Uphold and wait a minute. Ripple, Coinbase, Robinhood, Linqto, and AMP. I don't know what's AMP. Blockchain coin investors. So yeah, Linqto is that thing where you actually don't buy the stocks, you buy into a block of stocks essentially, and it's made available kind of prior to, because obviously Ripple kind of sells them, and Linqto provides the service where you buy these SPV, special purpose vehicles, and the way it works is when the company does actually get to market it and get to do their thing, they're sold. And you can cash out, you get your money cashed out to you, and you can buy the stock at that current price, wherever it comes out at, or you can just take the money, right? So it's a way for you to kind of get into the space, get some of those shares early, if you will. Some pennies on the dollar. I believe I heard Uphold at 50 something cents at one time, but you have to be an accredited investor to participate in that. Or no, an accredited investor, right? So yeah. But yeah, sold out of Ripple, and of course that means what Linqto currently held, they sold out everything that they held, right? And so they're going to get some more. Who knows what the price might be then, but they're going to get more, right? That's probably the goal, is to get more of that. I like the people from Linqto, and they seem like very genuine and down to earth people. I haven't had a chance to talk with any of them personally, but like to do so without question, have them on the channel. But seem like good people, and it's a way to, again, to kind of get into your foot in the door into what that looks like, without question. And yeah. So accredited investor. If you're not one yet, do you know one? And if you're not one yet, no worries, right? There's no worries. Look, first of all, the SEC is actually looking to kind of change the guidelines on who can be an accredited investor or not, because they're really starting to look into seeing how it could be fair. It could be fair. Let's put it to you that way. It could be fair, I guess. And so they're looking to change that. So we'll see how that goes. But definitely, I know I registered on their site. I haven't looked into anything, but I did get an account there. I did not expect that to be sold out that quickly. So that's very, very interesting. So they're doing good things, and being able to connect with the influence in the XRP community is very, very smart, because it'll get the word out for sure. But company's very old. Linqto, very young, not old. They're very young. Linqto is very young, right? And so yeah, so you always have to take that into consideration. But looks like they're doing some really, really good things, and it looks like Uphold has actually connected directly to Linqto, so which is really, really cool. And so if you have an Uphold account, you're able to buy the Linqto, Coinbase, Ripple, Uphold using your digital assets that you currently have. So you can use your digital assets, right, to get some stuff, which is really, really, really nice. I have to either reach out to Mr. B or kind of check that site out a little bit more myself. I like Uphold. It's I don't know. I would like it to be a little bit more user friendly. I do have an account there. I do have an account at Robinhood, but yeah. Gotta check it out some more. Because listen, Uphold is not messing up. Like Uphold hooked up with the Sum app and XRP Labs. They hooked up with them, made that integration possible. Now they're hooking up with Linqto and making integrations possible there. Uphold is not playing around. They are getting some things done. They really, really are. So definitely look into Linqto. It's Linqto. Look into Uphold if you haven't had. If you don't have an Uphold account, right? If you don't have an Uphold account, you know, you might want to consider getting one. I don't know what they do in terms of links. I don't have any links or anything for them, but I do have an account. I may have 2 accounts with them. But yeah, I tell you, that's some good stuff. And, you know, you got to begin with the end in mind, right? And so if perhaps you're not an accredited investor yet, cool, get prepared, get some things set up, right? And everything that we do, we begin with the end in mind. So prepare, get set up for that. Make sure you have the accounts and everything up and active and ready. And who knows, when moon, who knows, right? Who knows, right? Again, we don't know when that change that the SEC is going to make. We don't know when that's going to actually come into effect, but they are looking into changing that, right? So Miles Parker, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Let's see, crypto times in the building. People buckle up. We are in bull market for the next 3 years. 3 years, nice crypto time. That would be outstanding. Dakota Shipley, what in the world? What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hello, Sfees and family. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing outstanding, brother. It's good to see you. Dubian 2 is here. Good to see that. Good to see you, brother. So, guys, I got to tell you something. XMO busting 1 will be the 1%. Indeed, sir. Indeed, we shall be, right? Because we need more of us in the space. We need more of the average Joe and the average Jane in the space. We need the bank teller. We need the truck driver. We need the UPS person. We need the mailman, right? We need the barber. We need the mom and pop shop, right? The nail shop, the hair salon shop owners. We need them in this space. We need more of us in the space, the good guys. We need more of the good guys in this space, right? So that is what's up. Daniel Dennison, it feels good to be up. Yes, it does. I have any guys, I got to tell you, I've been so busy working on getting this marketing thing together, and goodness gracious, I tell you, between ClickFunnels and Aweber, if I had some hair, it would be all gone. Holy moly. ClickFunnels and Aweber. Wow. Playing email phone tags, not fun. Automated chats, chatbots, not so much fun. Not so much fun. So what's the deal? Somebody said something about Link. Crypto time. What's the deal with Link, man? I got an embarrassingly small amount of Link. And I'm glad I didn't sell it. With all that Zeus Capital stuff going on, I'm glad I did not sell it. So guys, I don't know, where should we start? I don't even know where we should start. What's the $25 to $50, bro, XRP? What's that, man? Is that Link? What's going to 25 to 50? Oh, man. So I don't even know where to start. I tell you, Chainalysis report. You know, I covered this earlier on the video earlier today. At first, I know where to start. I'm going to give a major shout out and say a thank you to Peter Pumpkin Eater. Let's see if I can't find him, and then I will share it. Let me search first. Oh, look at that right there. All right, now I'm going to share screen. Where is it? Right there. Let's do this. Peter Pumpkin Eater had a very, very interesting tweet today. There he is there. Am I following him? I'm sure I'm not following him. I'm going to follow him. Man, I didn't even know I was following you, brother. All right. So it's very smart to have this pinned. If you haven't seen the thing with Tika Tawari and I forget this dude's name now. He has his own show. Forget his name now, but definitely watch that. Revealing the big truth about institutional money being in this space already. That's why when I did my live stream and I titled that live stream, you know, institutional money is not coming into the digital asset space. They are already here, and they have been. That was a great, great video. So he had a video today. The XRP reporter. What's going on, XRP report? I checked out your site earlier today, my friend. With so he retweeted. Thank you, brother. He retweeted my video that I did earlier today, messing around with freaking the recording part of. Oh man, that was a disaster. But I definitely appreciate the retweet, Peter Pumpkin Eater. Definitely appreciate that. Now let's see. Where is this video? This is some interesting stuff. Okay. Oh man. I mean, if you can't see the stars aligning, if you can't see the narrative being built out, and again, I've said this before on the channel, it feels as though the powers that be do not want Bitcoin to be leading the digital asset space. They don't want it to be the face of digital assets. Not that they're going to try to get rid of it and get to zero. I don't believe that. But it feels like they don't want it to be the face of the space, the face of the space. So here's Ripple pointing out something that I think is really interesting, but it's true. The energy consumption of Bitcoin versus XRP transactions is staggering. Here's a deeper look at the sustainability of these digital assets. But just look at this here. XRP is 57,000 times more efficient. Oh, yeah, man. Bitcoin, for every 1 million let me read this first. XRP, it says, for XRP, for every 1 million transaction, XRP could power 79,000 light bulb hours. 79,000 light bulb hours. Bitcoin, for every 1 million transactions, Bitcoin could power 4.5 billion light bulb hours. Oh. Yeah. Look, we thank the space. The space thanks Bitcoin for putting together the technology and leading the way to innovation. But the facts of the matter is, just like David Schwartz said, we love blockchain technology. We love what Bitcoin did. We just don't believe that the innovation ended there. Thank God that David Schwartz and Brito and Kate McCaleb and the likes in the beginning did not believe the same thing as well. They didn't believe that innovation was going to end with blockchain technology. This is a very good one too. I have this one. I'm going to share this video later. The Cryptic Poet shared this, and it's a good one. You're going to have to really want to listen to. Well, let's listen to it now. Let's listen to this now. Hold on a second. Yeah, I got some. Let's listen to this now. This is what this dude said. And shout out to the Cryptic Poet, because this dude he comes up with some good stuff. He gets some good finds, and he shares it with the community. Seems like I think I watched one video of his before too. Let's see if this works.
Shortens the time it takes to catch the bad guys. Building an internet for value exchange, and that's really the mission that we're trying to accomplish. What does that mean for financial institutions? Well, it means that banks remain the custodians, but they can also correspond with each other directly, and they can use this real-time settlement system without putting up capital on both sides, and with getting maximum competition for that exchange of value. It's a fundamental structural change in correspondent banking. The networks, whether that be SWIFT or Visa or Earthport, they can also use those same benefits for their customers. And then for regulators, we actually think this is also a big step forward, because you get so much more transparency. It's so much easier to track sort of degrees of separation tools in real time. We think it actually shortens the time it takes to catch the bad guys.
So first of all, hopefully you guys could hear that. Could you guys hear that? Hello, Siege. Love the content, bro. Thank you, Miles. I appreciate that, brother. Could you guys hear Chris Larson? Miles Parker says David Schwartz and Stefan Thomas helped build on the BTC ledger and saw its limitations. It's funny you say that, Miles, because they kind of like hint around that they were there. They were there, but they never really say the words "we were building on it." Interesting point there. Could you guys? Okay, so you guys could hear fine and cool, and you can hear me now. Okay, awesome. Let's go back to that feed. Thank you, guys. What's up, Isaiah? Good to see you in the stream, brother. Is that Holy Moly? Is that Holly Molly? Holly Molly, how are you, my friend? Connie, women in crypto are here tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out. All right, let's see. Let's go back to Peter. But also, just, the dude, he said Swift, Visa, and Earthport. So we already know there's a partnership there with Earthport. We just saw today, the news today from IBIS and them setting up a platform with both Swift and Ripple. They call it the Ripple Net Adapter. It's just a funny thing what's going to happen with Swift. It's a funny thing. It's going to be an interesting thing how it goes. But did you catch that? And I think this was in 2013. Swift, Visa, Earthport. This is what he said in that video there. But this is what I wanted to share. Brad Garlinghouse video from back in the day. And Peter Pumpkin Heater, he put this out like almost 24 hours ago. And unfortunately, I could not play anything today. Again, messing around, trying to get my marketing game right. All right, let's listen to this.
Habituated to just, it's amazing to me to how many people really don't realize how much friction there is in payments. We've become habituated to just expecting this is how it works. And I think like so many other industries that have been disrupted by reducing friction, increasing speed, I think we're going to see a dramatic change over the next 10 or even 15 years that are really hard to predict today, that are the foundation that will be laid upon that internet of value. XRP is part of the heartbeat of Ripple. It is the foundation of how we think about liquidity management, and a core problem that how the financial infrastructure works is around how liquidity is managed. Today, financial institutions are wired with pools of capital.
First, I should say, he said XRP is at the heartbeat. He said XRP is the heartbeat of Ripple. So can we please stop with the dumping on hodlers, and can we please stop with that? XRP is the heartbeat of Ripple.
They're called Nostro and Vostro accounts. And these are accounts that are pre-funded between financial institutions. And that's capital sitting dormant and not being used for either working capital or lending or what have you. By using a digital asset, you can enable liquidity in real time. This is transformational to how global financial infrastructure is wired. Every marathon starts with a single step. For us, the first step is getting financial institutions engaged and working with us, getting them to understand how the core technology with Xcurrent works, introducing how we can help manage liquidity. There's a lot of friction and cost associated with banks and financial institutions working with other institutions. We can change and accelerate how that works really materially, dramatically. And I think introducing XRP into those flows will take time. But as I said, every marathon starts with a single step. When I zoom out and look at where Ripple sits in the blockchain and crypto ecosystem, we are incredibly fortunate to be the only company with real customers solving real problems. That is at the early stages of that marathon, but there's no doubt that as we look at the race that has started, we're the only ones that have crossed that starting line.
That is some good stuff right there from Brad. And that's from a while back, obviously. That is definitely from a while back. But just make no mistake about it, Ripple is leading the way. And like I've said on this channel 1,000 times, when it comes to cross-border payments, the WEF, the IMF, the UN, the Consumer Protection Bureau, the SEC, the G30, the Group 30, and the G20, just pick one. They all are in an agreement on one thing. CBDCs, some in this camp, some in that camp, right? Digital assets, a currency, digital assets, a commodity, digital assets, good, bad, different, right? But the one thing, the one lane that they can all walk down together in agreement is cross-border payments. They all are in agreement that that is a challenge that needs to be fixed. It is almost embarrassing that it's not just the US, by the way, right? The major nations of the world, right? It's days to move money. It's almost embarrassing. So that is the one thing that they all can agree on. And every time you turn around, whether it be the CFPB, or whether it be the IMF, whether it be executive orders, Ripple is mentioned, and its digital asset XRP is mentioned. It's leading the way. That is without question. It is leading the way. Absolutely the way. Now, listen, Grayscale, right? Grayscale doubled their the size of the XRP trust fund, right? If we were listening to Crypto Eddie, like which we all should be doing, right? Listening to her, right? Subscribing to her channel, ringing the bell, the notification bell, so you know when she puts some stuff out, right? She pointed out and shared with us, right, how Grayscale had essentially doubled the amount of XRP in their XRP trust, right? Just a few days ago, literally 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, doubled their amount. And now they're doing webinars. Grayscale are doing webinars, right? So, you know, Grayscale is like a lot of people don't know, but Grayscale is like here, and they got all these financial planning spaces, whether it be, I don't know this, what the names are, but like an Edward Jones, like a financial planning office, okay? Right? Grayscale, like a lot of people don't even know that, like Grayscale, like owns like the 401k market, right? So Grayscale is giving webinars to their financial planners about the importance, first of all, about the ginormous entity that is the new asset class called the digital asset space, giving webinars suggesting to these financial planners that are, you know, kind of underneath them, you know, you should probably start talking about digital assets. And, you know, the fact that, I don't know, tens of trillions of dollars is going to be going to millennials, transferred down, handed down, tens of trillions. I don't know if he said 36 trillion or 56 trillion, but tens of trillion handed down. And Grayscale in a webinar suggested, you know, you might want to start talking to your clients about them taking about 1 to 5% of their portfolio and putting it into the digital asset space. Well, how about that? And shout out to James Rule XRP. He sent me that earlier today. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to it and share it until tonight, but thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Are you in here, James? I thought I might have saw you, brother. There he is, brother. Yep, there he is. James Rule. There he is, guys. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. Without question, that guy is doing his thing. He shared that information with me earlier today. I think it was early this morning about it might have been even yesterday too, brother, now that I think about it. But the Grayscale webinar. Yeah, I signed up for it. I only listened to the first couple of minutes of it, but holy moly. Yeah. So, Miles Parker, thank you so much, man. Thanks for the super chat, brother. I appreciate that. Appreciate you being here, Miles. Interesting listen to. I would play it for you, but I don't know kind of where I only know where 1 or 2 good things are there in that video, but in that webinar. But that's crazy, right? Yeah, Crypto Eddie is phenomenal. She is outstanding, right? And so think about that. You know, so I remember we're part of a networking group, and there is an Edward Jones financial planner. There is a Bank of America, Morgan Stanley guy, right? Financial planner, right? You know, JP Morgan, right? The same thing. And neither one of them knew that Fidelity or TD Ameritrade were in the digital asset space. They didn't even know. Neither one of them share the digital assets with their clients. None of them. I had to educate them on that. Like, one is not even a fan of it, right? The older one, right? The older one, you could not a fan, right? right? And the other one, like younger guy, didn't even know. TD Ameritrade, I told him about Fidelity Digital Assets.com, didn't even know. ErisX, didn't even know. So for Grayscale to be doing a webinar, well, trust me when I tell you, they have a hub, okay, of financial planning offices suggesting that they start sharing the digital assets and suggesting to their clients that they, they take about 1 to 5% of their portfolio and put them in digital assets, which is a really cool deal when you think about it. So how we say on this channel, you and I are playing a game that 99.9% of the masses don't even know it's being played. And we're winning. Whose assets are they going to be buying when they buy some XRP, BTC, some ETH? Right? In that top 10, right? They're going to probably stick with the top 10 because they don't know what they are yet. They don't even know, right? We're so far ahead of them. These financial planners, what are they going to know? They don't know. But they'll probably stay in the top 10, right? Kind of like Grayscale is doing with their trust, right? Yeah. And they're going to, they're going to want what we have. We have assets that their clients want, and we have them. That's pretty cool. It really is. What's going on, Cookie Mutt? I do not have a Discord, brother. XMO Bust. I don't have a Discord. The Thunder Sound is in the building. That was an interesting read, Rashim. I tell you, that was a interesting read. Thank you, brother. I did read that. I was going to share some of that too, if you don't mind. But if you don't mind me sharing that, bro. But let me know if you're cool with that. But it's an interesting read for sure, brother. It's definitely an interesting read. What, Charlie G? Say that again. Charlie G's got some good news for you folks out in California. Indeed, lots of new people in the stream, Boughton. Good to see you tonight, brother. Good to see you. How you been, man? Charlie G says Celsius is now allowing crypto loans in California. How about that? Absolutely love that, because you guys know I am a proud ambassador for the Celsius network. They are making moves and growing as a company too. They're a young company too. Let's not forget that, right? Thank you, Rashim. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that big time, right? Celsius allowing you to do, let me say that, show that again. Celsius is now allowing crypto loans in California. So California finally gave the blessing. So it looks like as California did, the next states will start to tumble and crumble, if you will, and start doing that as well. Absolutely. Yeah, so let's see, where do I have that? No, that's not it. Yeah, what's up with this clean network that Trump is doing? What's up with that right here? Announcing the expansion of the clean network to safeguard America's assets. Did you guys hear about that? The current administration is about to put some executive order on. Whoa, that is an interesting read. That is an action. Mark Wilgus, what's up, brother? How are you, man? Good to see you tonight. Guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out on late night with the Crypto Siege. I definitely appreciate that. Trevor J, I don't know. I don't think it will be a major dump. Any kind of retracement, I don't think it's going to last very long. I really don't. I really don't. I don't think it's going to last but 3 or 4 days if there is something. Because I just think, the market is ready for it to do its thing. Right. And of course, I'm not a financial planner. I'm certainly not a chart guy. But if it's some kind of retracement, it's going to be, it'll last a couple, 3 days, maybe. But, dollar cost averaging is always a good thing. If you got some cash, if you got $500, you're looking to get into something, you can get into it for 100, right? And then if it retraces, you got 400 to take advantage of it, right? I always tell, I was talking to my family, I'm like, do you have some money now? So, because, if you got money now, get some now. You don't have to spend all of it if you worried it might drop some, but get some now at this price, because what if it goes up and never goes down, right? You had a chance to get it at a good price. So let's see here. Let me share a little bit of this. This is an interesting read, I gotta tell you. And this guy seems like a really, really smart guy. So let's share this. Shout out to Rasheen B. Wealthy for sharing this with me. Interesting read about the reset, financial reset. I'm gonna share this real quick. Da 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 da. Da da. So I was going through this article sent to me by Rasheen B. Wealthy, The Global Financial Reset, a very, very interesting article, right? And I had a chance to watch one of the videos as well. Some interesting stuff. So let me go over just a little bit of this. Currently, America and much of the modernized world has an economic system based on private ownership of the means of production and their operation for profit. Trigger events like a debt crisis, currency crisis, political revolution, or a global health pandemic are threatening that way of life. With greater frequency, duration, and intensity of trigger events, we become desensitized to paradigm shifting change that in years, months, and even weeks past, we as a society would never have adapted to. This is happening right now. A global financial reset is happening in real time. Many of us are just unaware as to what that means, the implications of it, and how we can properly secure and strategically make changes so we can thrive in the upcoming global financial reset. And ultimately, that is what it's about. It's about you and I. That's what this channel is about. You and I being prepared for what's going to happen. That's why we have a generational wealth formula. That's a preparation for what's going to happen. By the way, there's an interesting video by Alex Mashinsky today that I listened to today. I'm going to share with you guys. It's such valuable in its lesson that I hope you guys, hopefully it will resonate with you. So here it is. You don't just have to survive. Guys, you don't just have to survive. You can thrive in the coming months and years if you take, like Siobhan, if you take decisive actions to make sure you are taking advantage of the trends rather than the trends taking advantage of you. The purpose of this paper is to define what a financial reset is. Understand what the buildup to that reset will look like, and provide potential solutions for successfully navigating life during and after a reset. And I'm going to read this again because I just think this is so important. You can thrive in the coming months and years if, in capital letters, if you take decisive action to make sure you are taking advantage of the trends rather than the trends taking advantage of you. We say on this channel, right? You are either doing the leveraging or you are being leveraged. That, my friends, is the facts, right? And so this is a really great read. I'm going to go down to the bottom here. I don't want to read all of this. Not on this stream anyway. What is the global financial reset? The global financial reset will replace the current system of how the U.S. and the world exchange for goods and services, and not only for international trade. What will this affect? Food, gas, how we pay our bills, how we invest, and an endless list of other transactions. This is a great question. What is being reset? Debt. Remember how we said on this channel that it feels as though, right? You think about what the Fed is doing with this printing and this buying all these assets. It feels as though that we are shifting from a debt-based economy, right? A debt-based economy to a asset-based economy. This is why we've always been calling cryptocurrency, we've always been calling them digital assets, because it feels as though this is where we're moving to. And I think this is why the Fed is buying up all of these things that quote unquote are assets. Okay. The global financial system is being smothered by unsustainable debt. There are now 17 trillion worth of sovereign debt globally that have negative interest rates. And that was before the beer cold pandemic. In time, the true cost of the beer cold will come to light in time. But estimates are in the US alone, it will cost about $4 trillion with an additional global price of 12 trillion. Many large money center banks have more derivative debt than the entire US national debt. Now, many large money center banks, he probably meant central banks, but have more derivative leverage debt than the entire US national debt. Chase, Citibank, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo all have, so no, he's talking about large center banks. Why did I do that? I don't know why that did that. So he's talking about the large center banks. Chase, Citibank, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo all have more derivative debt than the entirety of the U.S. national debt. Oh, did not know that. Did not know that, Rasheen. Then the entirety of the U.S. national debt, and Asian banks are even worse. This is a global pandemic. Wow. Interesting. I didn't even know that. This is a good read, man. The reserve currency system. Okay. The impact of a global financial reset, manipulated markets, negative interest rates, what to look for moving forward. According to the market analyst Jim Willey, he has categorized upcoming triggers that would indicate that a global financial reset will be here before any of us could possibly imagine. Yeah. Deutsche Bank failure. We all heard about their things and them having to restructure. Oh, wait a minute. Talk of restructure with rupture of their derivatives complex. Italian banking system collapse, interestingly enough, right? The Italian banks, we all know what R3 is doing over there, right? Italian sovereign currency announced as new lira currency in the EU exit. The London Metals Exchange launches RMB-based metals contracts. Yep. I remember that. I do remember. COMEX and LBMA rupture from lost control of integration with oil and currencies. The formal launch of Gold Trade Note atop the Shanghai GOR contracts. Saudi oil sales in renminbi to China adopted by Arabs and other Asians. Wow, London flips east with RMB hub development following their all-bank membership. Yeah, this whole thing with London and China and the AAIB, the AIIB. Remember the diagram? Remember that chart with the AIB and gold returning back with the new friend, which is the XRP? I'm telling you guys, this is a nice read, but I'm not going to read all this. There was something that I wanted to share with you guys. U.S. debt is greater than the GDP. Yeah, yeah. All right. There was one thing that I wanted to share with you guys. Here it is right here. A call to action. This is the last one I'm going to read, guys. This is simple. A call to action. Easier said than done, as our minds can play tricks on us. But you, all of us, simply need to do something. Don't be a hearer of the word. Be a doer of the word. That's actually scripture, by the way. I say the affirmation every single day. When you know that something is off and don't act immediately, the result is your fault. When you do act to protect and preserve, it is also your fault. It's funny how my outro says, are you participating or are you standing on the sidelines? Right? So there are good outcomes and bad outcomes in any situation. To not do something is simply a decision. To do something is simply a decision as well. So decide, what do you want to do? Nobody has a crystal ball during these uncharted times. At least I don't. Neither do I. I don't control the economy. However, I do have a couple of PhDs. I don't have any PhDs. I am being asked by CEOs all over the country to help them grow, to create messaging and products that can be as recession-proof as possible. Yep, you want to have one of those recession-proof businesses. One of them happens to be a home-based business. Get your money back, guys. You know, we talk about that on the channel all the time. First thing, to get your money back. There are investments worth considering that are not tied to the stock and or bond market. They have products that are in high demand, price low, and do not have to answer to shareholders. You just need to know where to look. Interesting. And I'm going to end there. Not tied to the stock or bond market, right? I listened to a video earlier today, guys, and I appreciate you guys putting up with me reading that. But I wanted to share that with you guys because I think it's very, very important. Again, Rasheem, thanks for sharing that, brother. I appreciate that. Mr. Yoshisaka Tao has our back. That is without question, William Leather. Good to see you, brother. Right? You know, Alex Mashinsky, if you listen to enough of his AMAs from the Celsius Network, right, the CEO and co-founder of Celsius Network, he says he always talked about non-correlated assets, stuff that's not tied, right, to the market, non-correlated. He talks about Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? He's a big Bitcoin guy. He talks about Bitcoin and Ethereum. He talks about gold and silver, right? And so digital assets, okay, digital assets, gold and silver, right? And this is where we are. We're in such a blessed space, you know, and I can't wait to get back into gold and silver. I sold my gold and silver years ago to buy digital assets, years ago. But I can't wait to get back in it. I mean, I think what's going on with XRP and what's going on with silver is significant. My understanding, right, is that there's going to be a shortage in silver. It's going to be a shortage in silver. I think, don't you think it's interesting? I don't know how many times you guys are, or if you're familiar with blockchain backer, right? And maybe you've had this or experienced this yourself. Going into banks and trying to get change and getting change has become difficult. Why? Because a lot of it, the change is in silver. You ever notice that? I remember Blockchain Blacker on his channel saying a few times that he used to go in there and kind of collect some silver and stuff, right? And couldn't get it. My understanding is going to be a shortage on silver. So it's going to be like this big demand for it. So those of you who are holding it and you didn't cash it out yet for digital assets, maybe you want to continue to hold on to it. But that's my understanding. Shortage thereof. Right? That's some interesting stuff. But Mashinsky is always talking about, you know, owning non-correlated assets. And he calls them assets. Digital assets and gold and silver, stuff that's not correlated to the market, right? Non-correlated, act and operate on their own. So, you know, just like that article said, you know, you have to make a decision on what it is that you're going to do. Thankfully, I don't know why that keeps doing that. That's what we've done, right? That is what we have done, right? Making a decision to be involved in the digital asset space, right? And, you know, taking, you know, hard-earned cash and investing in this new asset class. And we're so very, very blessed. That is really a good read, Rasheem. I thank you for sharing that, my friend. And that's by Dr. Elliott. You know, he does have a couple of PhDs. I've only watched some of one of his videos, so I can check him out a little bit more, but seems like a really sharp guy and in the know. That's a really important thing too, right? You want to kind of align yourself with people that are in the know. That's why I listen to a lot of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, right? That's why you subscribe to Doug Casey, right? Subscribe to Palm Beach Confidential, you know, kind of get some insight from people on the inside. It's a very, very smart thing to do if you're able to do that. But yeah, so that's a great read right there. Wow, guys, I just started watching on some pretty heavy info. Thanks, C. You mentioned scripture, and that hit me pretty hard. Yeah, absolutely. Well, appreciate you being here, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to the channel, brother. Welcome to the channel. Where are you checking in from, man? Well, Calculon, you got silver bars from 08. Started buying junk silver last year. Good for you, bro. Man, that's great to hear, brother. Proud of you. Yes, you're in a good spot. You have digital assets and you got some silver right now. Right? HODL, brother. If you're able to, HODL. Whoa, look at Project Tyler right here. What? Project Tyler says, yes, Celsius is lit. Just got my 6K collateral loan today. Only took 2 days. No credit checks, right? No loan origination fee. Right? No loan origination fees, right? This brother has assets. He has some assets. He's leveraging his assets. He's done his homework and he's done his due diligence. He's measured risk versus reward, right? And he collateralized his assets. He didn't liquidate them, right? Right. So he can pay it back whenever you want. He's got a minimum of 6 months of interest payments, right? They don't do principal and interest. They just do interest, right? And so he had a choice of a 1% loan and 25% loan to value, or a 3.9%, 95% loan at 33% loan to value, or a 7.95% loan, 7.95 at 50% LTV, right? This is someone who's, you know, beginning to think and act like the wealthy do. So he said, no. I'm not gonna liquidate my assets, especially if that was XRP, right? I'm not gonna liquidate my assets. I'm going to leverage my assets, right? And so you can get the loan in dollars, or you can get it dollars into his bank, or he can get some USDT, I believe, or C, and he can go buy more digital assets. I wish you all the best, brother. Broderick was like, man, nice. I like that, man. Great to hear that. Congratulations, bro. Rasheen Be Wealthy. That's right, man. Digital assets with physical precious metals. Absolutely, brother. I hear it. That's exactly right. And this is what Alex Mashinsky said in the video. I listened to a video by him earlier today, and I got to tell you, you want to be able to, as best you can, surround yourself. This guy's in the 1% of 1%. And so you want to be able, as best as possible, surround yourself, associate if you can, but surround yourself with people who, right, smarter than you, more successful than you, on the inside, you know, in the know. And this guy is, right? I'm not saying that's why you want to join, you know, get the Celsius thing, but certainly listen to what the guy has to say. He's willing to share, right? Not charging anything for this information. So let me see if I can find the one I listened to him today. Hold on one second, guys. Let's see if I can find that. I think I can. I should just go to the Celsius network. What in the world? Why is that not there? Let's look it up. I listened to that today. I don't know why that would not be in my thing. There it is right here. This is it. Hold on. I'm going to share this with you guys before we get off here. I think it's just some good learning about kind of what's really going on in the market. The title of the video is Short Sellers in a Macro World.
so, I think a lot of people looking at the alts run and saying to themselves, too much too fast, I'm just going to go in there and short it. And several people got caught betting against the wrong tokens or coins. And in this case, for example, Chainlink is just a monster, right? I mean, people love Chainlink. The whole community is behind it. Celsius partnered with them. So I think the momentum behind Chainlink was so strong that a few short sellers who thought they could pick the top is just, they got in trouble. They got liquidated, which got Chainlink to all-time highs. Big win for the community. Seeing momentum starting to build. There's FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. The retail guy feels like, oh my God, finally Ethereum or Bitcoin or something else breaking out. I got to get on that ship as soon as possible. And what happens is that the large institutions, they wait for the crescendo. They're looking at, okay, how many searches there are, right, for this or that term. They have basically the community heartbeat at their fingertips, and they know when it's crescendo, right, when it kind of hits the top.
You see, that is the challenge in the market for those retail investors who want to try and dabble in margin trading and all of these different kind of things, right? And they get themselves in trouble because they're trying to act, trying to look. The professional traders, just like the Wall Street article said, they're in the space and they're coming. Just like the Chain Analysis blog report said, they're in the space and they're coming. What he's pointing out to is they have better tools than you and I. They've been doing this. They've been shorting longer than people in the digital asset space. And so they get all this data. It's right at their fingertips, like you said, Google searches and all this different things. So they can they can time it, right? They can time it, and then they can short the market because they know what they're doing.
And then they just pounded it, right? They just short the whole market, either through BitMEX or through other derivatives or exchanges. And what that causes is cascade of liquidations. And all the people who pile in get hurt. That's why we always say to people who are not sophisticated investors, you don't know when to get in, you don't know when to get out. So instead of trying to time the market, the best you can do is again, join a community that is acting in your best interest. Again, no one on Celsius gets liquidated. No, everybody on Celsius earns interest every week. So what is better? The chance or the hope that you will double your money or triple your money, but you can get wrecked and lose all your money, or the guaranteed return that you can get, like right now, you can earn 11% in the stable coins with no risk, right? Or minimal risk, right? Basically, we do all the work. We make sure that we only lend to people who can pay us back. We make sure we get collateral. And you can see Celsius is delivering through thick and thin, through March 12th, through, basically end of July where everybody got liquidated. So, you have to make a choice, or at least put half of the bag in something safe that yields for you, that creates that retirement plan that pays you every week.
So that's just a short message. Now, listen, if you want to go check this out, I encourage you to do it. Just search in YouTube the Celsius Network. Listen to this thing here. This is a guy, again, he continues to pour into you and I, the average Joe and the average Jane in this space. They give 80% back of their yield. They give it to the platform, people who put their assets on the platform. They don't have stakeholders and shareholders, and right? They give it to us, to you and I. And so it's so very, very important. And he makes a great point. Do you want to risk your hard-earned dollars on a 2x or 3x? Some people doing, I saw someone did 100x, 100x, right? And because it's under the guise of this great big money. It's sad to hear that and see that, right? Or would you rather have just kind of that guaranteed, safe, if you will, sound instruments, which is the Celsius Network? It's a safe, in my opinion, safe, sound instrument for earning yield on your assets. Like he mentioned, you can earn 11% on your fiat dollars. 11% if you have enough sell, right? So the current base for it, if you have sell or not, is 8 point something percent, 8.69% on your physical digital assets. How do you spell what, California guy? Says, I love sell. I know I need to get more sell, TJ Jackson. I really do. I really do. It's this whole Uniswap and buy some ETH, Uniswap, this and that. I'm like, oh, I just want to be able to just buy it. And the liquid exchange is just, I don't know what's going on with them. Yep, that's it right there, California guy. Yep. Yep, and there's a link in the description for all of my videos, so that you can learn more about the Celsius platform. And just kind of, and I like what he said. You can join a group of people who were looking out for your better half. And for me personally, I believe the Celsius network is doing just that. I love the fact that they're paying 80%. I love the fact, look at that Broderick guy, right? This dude got a loan, 6K loan in 2 days, right? He didn't have to fill out a credit report. He didn't have to sit down with some banker and try to prove that he's worthy, right? None of that. If you have assets, you own assets, you can leverage that, right? And get yourself some money in your bank, or get some stable coins and go buy more digital assets. Absolutely, California guy. Yeah, and so and that's the reason why I became an ambassador for the Celsius network, because I believe that their message is going to ring loud. I believe that ultimately they are looking out for you and I, the average Joe and the average Joe investor in this space. I believe that big time, and so really, really excited to be an ambassador and share when I can about what they're doing. Without question, TK is in the building. What's up? Zilliqa going to take over the Chinese market, get you some not financial advice. TK, I hear that, brother. My dude is a big time hodler and like a big time hodler of Zilliqa. Like I've never seen, big time. He's got tens of millions of it, like crazy amount. 1%, right? That's right. All right, guys. Listen, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to wrap up here. I got to get off here. It's been a great hang. 116 people in the stream. Do me a favor. Let's check. Anybody know what the likes are going on right now? Do me a favor. Make sure we have just as many likes as we do have viewers in the stream. I definitely appreciate that. YouTube definitely loves that. Calculane, I appreciate you being here. Starting Making, appreciate you being here, my friend. XR Free Me is in the building. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you hanging out tonight. Rob, yes, as always, man. I appreciate that. Yep, we'll see you soon. 76 and 119 people. Guys, do me a favor. Let's try to get this close to 119 as we can. If you didn't get a chance to smash the like button on the way in, no worries. Just collapse the chat real quick and go smash that like. John Stoops, how are you, brother? Good to see you. Life is good, man. Life is good. California is now able to, people in California are now able to take advantage of the loan program, collateralizing your assets on the Celsius network. Absolutely. Andrea, take care. Have a great night. Gary Shelton, I appreciate you being here. Hey, guys, just do me a favor and smash that like on the way out. That would be super awesome. All right, Mark Wilgus, appreciate you being here. Truther One. Civil will be in higher demand for new technologies coming. Yep. I like that. Congrats again, Broderick. Appreciate you being here. Guys, do me a favor and smash the like on the way out if you haven't already. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up the stream like I do all of my streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same building that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.